Hello, hello, hello. It's Attorney Mike Gravlin. I got a warning. Judge Dad was getting grumpy. Let me see if this thing's playing.
Stay seated.
Court is back in session.
Let's call it. We got to get some cases.
Judge.
Up against James Robert Adams, 25BA 23708.
Right to the podium here.
Your name?
James Robert.
Adams. All right, so you're charged with a violation of probation. They think you failed to provide proof of your animal license by May the 4th of 25. That is the charge. If you plead guilty or if you're found guilty, your 771 status could be revoked, conviction entered, you'd be subject to a 90-day jail term. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yeah.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer. I'll be happy to provide you with one at public expense if you cannot afford one, or even if you can't afford one, I'll give you one. Do you want a lawyer?
I haven't.
Where's he at?
Well, I thought today, because all the information that I had given you, with Emily, she said, just kind of bring it in and make the talk over.
There's no talking anything over.
Well, I mean, that's what Emily said. You know, she said all the time.
The only reason this lingered, just so you know, this long is because I had no knowledge that you didn't have that dog licensed.
Well, I tried to, sir.
Listen.
I've got all the tests. I've got the State Department here. I've got the doctors here. I tried to have him.
Listen.
Twice.
Listen.
And then I know, but she said that you would take a look at all the evidence.
I'm not about to overrule their ordinances.
It's 106 years
Listen, hang
old.
on. I don't give a, I could care less.
Did you, I mean, the State Department
Hang
wrote
on.
a letter asking.
If the State Department wants to enter an appearance and Pam Bondier and whoever else wants to come in, they can come in here and represent you if that's what they're choosing to do. I don't care if it's the State Department, the Department of Justice. I ordered you to have this dog licensed. It came to my attention 2 weeks ago that you didn't.
I tried.
Hang on.
More than one.
It's very simple, Mr. Adams. I can't believe we're still going through this.
I can't
If
give him
you-
the test. He's gonna die. You're gonna kill my dog.
I'm not going to kill your
If he
dog.
gets that vaccine, he will die. He almost died before. Should
So
I just put a bullet and go home and put a bullet in his head?
hang on a second.
I mean, I can do that. Just get it over with. That's the ruling. Then I'll just go home and put a bullet in his head. That way he doesn't have to suffer. You ought to see what he went through. It was horrid.
Listen.
And now you want to kill my dog? And this, who's going to be accountable to that? I can't, I mean. He can't have it. I'll.
Mr. Adams.
Your dogs have been running around. If I took the top 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% of 1/2 of 1/99th of 1/2%, the people who've had dogs running around is between you and your wife. Don't say a word. I am not the legislature. I am a judge. I'm not arrogant enough to ignore laws and rules. The rule is that in order for your dog to be licensed in Brownstown, they have to have shots. Hang on, let me finish. I'm not a member of the legislature. If I wanted to run for the legislature, I would have done that. I still could, I suppose. I'm not too old to do that. I don't make up my own rules here. I don't know what I got to do to make you understand that.
One dog is licensed.
1 out of 2.
I tried to do them both.
Listen.
Once.
Listen,
He cannot have the shot. He
listen,
will die.
listen.
I have the proof of it for it. He cannot have the shot. I was not negligent. I have been trying and trying and trying. I don't know what else to do other than kill him.
Nobody wants your dog to
Well, if
die.
you vaccinate him, he's pretty much dead. You ought to see what he went through before.
Listen,
I thought I was gonna have to put him down before.
I don't think.
He made it.
Listen,
The doctors are recommending for me not to do it.
call in the prosecutor. It is a criminal violation for a dog not to be licensed, period. Listen. It is a criminal violation for a dog not to be licensed. In order for a dog to be licensed, the dog has to have its shots. It has to, hang on, let me finish, please. It has to be vaccinated. Now, what you're saying to me is, be a god, be a king, and just say the hell with their ordinance. That they don't, you can overrule their ordinance and say, it's, whether you want me to say it's unconstitutional or I'm not going to enforce it. That's not what judges do.
Your Honor.
I want you to listen to me for a second. That's what you want me to do. I can't do that. The dog, if we're going to have a big hearing with experts and say that this dog is going to die, you're going to have to bring me more in a letter. You're going to have to bring in the doctor. The vet, I presume you have that from, right? You have that from a vet?
Yeah, you have the letter.
I don't, just so you know, Mr. Adams, I don't read things that are sent to me unless they're sent to the other side. I don't know if this was sent to the prosecutor or not.
Emily said she was.
She's not, well, Emily talked to me about this, and I was not real enthused about the fact that this had been going on without me having knowledge of it for several months. When I told you to have the dog licensed, I know I gave you a date here. Must register within 30 days, and that means by May the 4th, and this wasn't brought to my attention until early July. So I don't want to air dirty laundry, but I was not enthused that order had been not complied with, and nobody told me about it until 2.5 weeks ago, at which time I told them immediately set it for hearing. Ms. Foley Carter, your name?
Caitlin Foley Carter, Township.
Have you seen any of this documentation?
Emily did send it to me, and Mr. Adams has been talking to Justin Donosky, the Director of Public Works, who is in the courtroom. Mr. Donosky has been in contact with the state. The state reiterated our position is that there are no exceptions or exemptions to not getting the rabies vaccination.
Say that again. I want to make sure I heard that correctly.
Certainly. The state confirmed our position that there are no exemptions or exceptions to not getting the rabies vaccination before being given a license.
You of all people who've had your dogs running all over the township, you and your wife, I'm telling you, this is like, take the dog large cases I've had, and I don't care what the township's done with them. They pled some to civil infractions. They dismissed others. I've had more dog cases with you and your wife in here than any 4,000 people times 10. And I'm supposed to let this dog run around and bite somebody? You know, people fight, dogs bite.
He's good. He's passed the test. The titer doesn't, he has the antibodies. That's what my attorney was telling you. Bobby was in here saying, hey, he's gonna get a titers test. That was the whole, he was standing right here. We all talked about the titers test. He said he's getting the titers test to make sure he has the antibodies. He can't get rabies. He has the antibodies in him. And as far as Kansas State, where this was done,
Hang on a
they
second.
issue the license.
Hang on. All I know is that the stipulated plea agreement.
You can't amend this and try to fix it for a remedy, because there needs to be.
Fix it for a remedy. What? Ignore the Brownstown
No,
laws?
it's 106 years old. They didn't have this technology 106 years ago. That
Then
ordinance,
you can, I can't just declare this unconstitutional.
it's not, just have a remedy. If you pass the test, why can't you be good? I'm not the only one that has this issue.
I've never heard it from anybody else. I've been here for
Most people don't
31
even get a
years.
dog's license. That's what they tell me. You know, they want to do it because they don't want the vaccines.
You guys signed, hang on.
I want to do.
I was a little shocked by that too with your lawyer, if you don't mind me saying. Hang on. He's bringing up something at the time of the plea, and you guys signed a plea agreement saying, let me just pull it out here. I don't want to misquote it. Must register and obtain licenses for all animals in the home within 30 days. That's in part and part. I ordered that. You're not obtaining a license. They're not giving a license. I don't know if the township hasn't even been in existence for 106 years.
She quoted on here that it was the law was from 1919.
It could be by statute, but it's not the ordinance.
So
They haven't been in existence that long.
for the state.
How long's the township been in
1919
existence?
Not that long. I believe he's talking about the dog law. of
The dog law,
1919.
Yeah, 1919
It's a
requires
statute.
licensing enforced.
Sir,
I want to do the right thing. I've been trying.
I'm going to let you appeal this.
I can't.
I'm
appeal
going
the
to
dog.
let you appeal this. You can appeal this. You can take this up to the circuit court and then to the Court of Appeals, and if need be, to the Supreme Court.
Somebody needs to do it. It's not.
Do it. I am not about to carve out an exception for you.
Don't forget
or
about the Hague.
anybody else.
Help all.
Or
Definitely needs to go to the
myself.
Hague.
No, I'm not going to argue with you. You want to get your lawyer here and you want to contest this, you feel free. I'll give you an opportunity. I'll adjourn it a week.
Okay.
But my patience is running thin because I have been told, I was not told about this, or I promise you this would not have lingered this long.
I kept in touch with Emily the whole time.
She told me that.
Even when I wasn't supposed to come in, I kept in touch with
She
her.
told me that.
I would just stop by and talk.
She told me that.
So I'm trying to do it. I really am. And this is not.
Have you seen this report that he has?
The titter test around Kansas State University I did. It's not a replacement for the vaccination.
They say it is.
The state or the township doesn't.
I mean, the Kansas does. They're the ones that do all the.
She's saying,
international
did you hear
testing.
what she just said? The
Yes.
state isn't saying it is, the township isn't saying it is.
So
Nobody wants your dog to die, Mr.
well, they will if
Adams.
I give him the test. He's got a really good chance of dying.
Bring in the vet. I want to talk to this vet. You bring in your vet and you bring in your lawyer. Okay? I'm going to have some questions for him. She's going to have some questions for him. I cannot just allow a dog to run around that could create rabies, especially with the history that you and your wife have with letting dogs run around. I mean, if you want to buy every house in the township in your subdivision and get them to rezone it and let you build a park with a fence about it, you can run your dogs all over the place. But this is ridiculous. I'm not negotiating.
Why don't you just get rid of it?
You do what you want to do, but I cannot. I don't think you're understanding me. I cannot and will not ignore laws. Good judges don't do that. I don't write my own laws up here. I never have, and I'm not starting today. I can't just say, forget the township. It's okay for me to allow you to illegally own this dog and not have it licensed in accordance with their ordinances or the state statutes. I can't do that. No decent judge in the country will do that.
No, I haven't tried. Well, that wasn't my intentions.
Well, I'm telling you what it is. I'm just telling you.
But you understand that that was not my intentions of doing that. I am trying.
Nobody said it, you weren't trying. She told me you were trying.
And then this.
Listen, I'm gonna adjourn it. You have to understand, I'm gonna tell you one last time. I can't imagine what a vet is going to be able to tell me where I'm going to say, yes, you can disregard their ordinances. I mean, anybody who knows me knows I would never say, yeah, it's okay if you illegally own this dog. Did you hear what I said? No, I don't have that kind of power. I'm not a king. We have 3 branches of government. All of a sudden in this country, we got all kinds of people that think they have all kinds of power beyond what they have, and I'm not one of them. I have the power to adjudicate, interpret, and make decisions in accordance with the law. I took an oath with that, and I'm not breaking it. Tell me when you can get your vet here. If you want to go make a call and find out when your vet's available, I'll ask them to come in a separate day so I can accommodate them. And you can get whoever lawyers you want and bring them in, and we'll all have a nice little conversation. But I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, my saying you don't have to comply with an ordinance, I can't imagine what I'm going to have to hear. So if that's what you think it is, you might want to save yourself some time and money and just make up your mind. I'm going to appeal the judge's decision. I don't agree with him. It's okay. You're not going to be the first one, by the way, Mr. Adams, that's disagreed with me. I've been doing this for 31 years, and I have people disagree with me frequently. It's okay. We can all have the right to disagree. I just know when I go home every night, I can look in the mirror.
Can I ask you a question?
Hey, did you hear what I just said? I can go look in the mirror, and that's all I've ever asked of myself.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If you were in my shoes, would you give your dog a vaccine?
I wouldn't buy a dog if I couldn't get the dog vaccinated.
You don't buy, I saved it.
Pardon?
I saved the dog.
Whether it's a rescue dog or otherwise, I am not big enough in my mind to ignore laws. If I start ignoring laws, I got no business doing what I did. So I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. You can run for the township board, get them to change the ordinance. You can do that down the road. Or you can run for the legislature, get them to change the state statute. The judges don't legislate from the bench. Good judges don't make up their own rules. There's a lot of things I've disagreed with in my career here that I've seen on the books and ordinances and statutes. Nobody would know it. I mean, sometimes I get a little lippy because I wear my emotions on my sleeve, but I try not to say what I disagree with when I disagree with the law because it's not my function. But either way, whether I agree with it or disagree with it, I follow it. Period.
He's too funny.
So I have no problem. Go call your vet, call your lawyer, but you're asking me again. I just can't make you understand this enough. I cannot say that it's okay for you to violate laws because I don't like the law. It's not okay.
You can't make exceptions for.
How can I make exceptions?
Not every situation is the same. It's really not. In situations.
You bring your vet. I'm giving you the opportunity to bring your vet, bring your lawyer. Go call them and tell me what day, and I'll try to work with you. Okay? Thanks. All right. Let's do Mackenzie Lynn Goff, 25B1486388A. Think you are. And B, who do you think you are?
Now, you also have this speeding ticket here, and that ticket is being reduced down to a double parking. Double parking is a 0-point ticket with a fine of $165. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, that was Alyssa's
And to
fault.
double parking, how do you plead? Responsible or not
Simple as this.
responsible?
Responsible.
Okay, I'll accept that plea as well. That's a fine of $165, and that brings your total to $490.
Currently, we have a soft sit.
And you
Not
have
this
a
one.
payment plan request, ma'am?
Rolls into our
$100 a month, I'll
room.
grant that. if you're going to need more time or you just don't have the full amount 1 month, just call the court and let us know so you don't end up being show cause and get a bench warrant, okay?
Yes.
All right, you're all set. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Right after the Eric Martin debacle, this guy shows up, apparently. I haven't seen it. I'm going to like this. I don't know. That Judge Dad hearing was fantastic. It was so fun. Sorry, I didn't get the exact spot. I was doing the best I could in the background on tabs while the stream was going.
All right, we're coming back up. This is 2509380M, the City of Taylor versus Randall Crane. Mr. Crane, you want to come back up? Mr. Crane, did you have a chance to go over your constitutional rights that I provided to you?
Yes, I understand my constitutional rights.
Okay, thank you, sir. So at this time, I gave you 4 options. Would you like to retain your own attorney? Would you like to speak with House counsel and have an appointed attorney? Would you like to meet directly with the prosecutor? Or would you like to set the matter for jury trial?
I'm going to be requesting for an order of change of venue.
Denied. Anything else? There's no basis for that, sir. So I'm asking
Not
you,
yet.
we'll just set it for a jury trial, okay?
I have to understand everything in regards to my case.
Sir, I gave you your constitutional rights so that you could review them. I also gave you the attorney,
I
a
understand that,
court-appointed attorney to go over those rights with. So I gave you an opportunity to understand your rights. I'm not going to entertain, listen, I'm not entertaining your sovereign citizen arguments because they're unfounded and they're not legal. There's no legal basis for them. So I'm not doing it. So now I'm asking you, out of the 4 choices I gave you, which one would you like to do?
I am required to understand everything in regards to my case,
Okay.
including subject jurisdiction matters.
All right, well, you could do your
Personal
research. I'm setting this for a jury trial. We'll see you back for your jury trial on November 14th.
I put it where you told me,
Of
Alyssa.
2025 at 9:00 a.m. I really recommend you retain an attorney prior to that date, sir, because I know I'm going to tell you what you're not going to do: waste the citizens of Taylor's time with your nonsensical arguments. You're going to come in, you're going to try your case. Again, if you want to talk to House counsel, you could do so. All
I'm
right.
not wasting the city of Taylor's time.
Okay, good. We'll
Okay.
see you on your trial date. Have a good day.
Well, unless somebody's got the timestamp, I can't do it.
Thank you. Is that
Misdemeanor charge. I've appointed counsel at public expense. You have a right to a trial. And at the following, call witness you at trial,
Am I in
and
the
you
right
could
spot
get an
now?
order signed by the court to require the witness to come to court. You have a right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have a right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you chose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecutor could not comment on your refusal to testify. You also have a right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand those rights?
Yes, he went over it with me.
Okay, you remember that now? So you
Yes.
understand, ma'am, if you enter into a plea on this amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, there will be no trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Proceeding is on his own. There are some constitutional arguments that he's raising that.
Okay. I think we have it now.
Job as a street cleaner for Wichita?
Street clown.
Oh, a street clown.
I pedal a rickshaw. Yes, I pedal a rickshaw. I advertise for local businesses, which I'm not. Ain't got no advertisements right now.
All right, so you're not making anything at that right now. What else do you do?
That's it.
All right, why did you turn your phone off? Your picture's gone again.
Because it's dying. It's dying. My phone's at 1%. I told you it's
All
gonna
right,
die.
Miss Destiny, when can he come back?
All right, this is 2509380M, the people versus Randall Crane.
That last clip
2509380M, the people versus Randall
was
Crane.
Tiffany Ann's fault.
We ready on Randall Crane?
And yes, the AI attorney laughed.
Hey, you, Mr. Kazicki?
No.
Mr. Crane, do you have counsel? Was that you, Mr. Barron?
Your Honor, Todd Barrett, I did speak with Mr. Crane prior to the court calling the case today. I think that at this time, Mr. Crane's probably best served proceeding is on his own. There are some constitutional arguments that he's raising that I don't think as a member of the bar I can.
Oh, is he a sovereign citizen?
He's making some sovereign arguments, yes.
Okay, I have very little patience for that. I will let you know that, sir. So, okay, tell me your name.
My name is Randall Crane. That's a living name, not a corporate fiction.
So you're a real person named
I am
Randall
a real
Crane.
person. Okay. I'm
Okay,
here.
no, listen to me. Sir, you're here today because you have some charges against you. All right.
I'm challenging the court's jurisdiction.
Okay, well, denied. Your motion's denied. I have jurisdiction to the Constitution of the state of Michigan. What's your next? I'm not arguing with you, sir. I have jurisdiction. So
You have to provide subject matter jurisdiction as well
Okay.
as personal jurisdiction to me before these can proceed.
okay, your motion's denied. I have jurisdiction under the Constitution of the state of Michigan. What else? What else?
You do not have jurisdiction over the natural.
I just said I did.
No, you don't.
All right. All right.
Okay.
So, sir, do you want to proceed on these cases and talk to the prosecutor? Don't look on your phone while you're talking to me. If you
My
don't
notes
know-
are on-
No, you listen to me. If you don't know your sovereign citizen arguments well enough to come up here and say them, I can tell you can't have a court. I can tell you can't have a phone in here. I want you to listen to me. You're here today on misdemeanor charges. No talking. You're brought into court. You've already been arraigned. You have a charge of interfering with police officers in the while they're doing official business. That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 90 days in jail and a fine of up to $500. You also have a civil infraction for operating using a mobile electronic device, first offense while operating a motor vehicle, a charge of no proof of insurance. Those are both civil infractions. Civil infraction for no proof of or no registration in a motor vehicle. So those are the charges against you, sir. I'm going to tell you the rights that are actually real rights that you have in this court. You have a right to an attorney appointed at public expense if you are indigent without money to hire an attorney, and if the offense charge requires a minimum jail sentence or the court determines that it might sentence you to jail. The appointing authority will decide if you are indigent and appoint counsel if you are eligible. You may have to repay the expense for an appointed attorney. You may contest your ability to pay the ordered fees if the court attempts to collect any costs for an attorney, and the court must determine your ability to pay at that time. If you have a trial, you have the following rights. You have a right to, this is how trials work. You have a right to call witnesses to speak for you at trial, and you can get an order signed by the court to require witnesses to come to court. You have a right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have a right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. If you chose not to be a witness on your own behalf, the prosecutor could not comment on your refusal to testify. Lastly, you have a right to be presumed innocent unless you are proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a plea, obviously you'd be waiving those rights. You also have a right to be released on bond. Now, it looks like you previously stood mute on these charges, so you're here today for a pretrial. You have a few options, sir, under the law of the United States, the Constitution of the state of Michigan, and statutory law and court rules in the state of Michigan. You can either retain your own attorney to proceed on this case, or you can have a pretrial with the prosecutor directly and try and work out an agreement, or we can set it for a jury trial, okay? Those are your options. You can get an attorney, use a court appointed attorney, but you understand that attorneys have an obligation to follow the law and not make frivolous arguments, which is what you want to make today. And if an attorney makes those arguments on your behalf, I could sanction them. So no attorney on this green earth is going to come in and make the frivolous arguments you're making on your behalf. Or you can speak to the prosecutor, or we can just set it for a jury trial. Out of those, I don't want to hear it. I want you to pick out of those four options what you want to do. Hire an attorney, speak with court appointed attorney, talk directly to the prosecutor to work towards a resolution, or set a jury trial. Pick.
Let me ask you a question.
No, I asked you a question and I'm telling you to answer it.
And I have the right to understand my rights and understanding.
Sir,
exactly
here,
what-
can you hand him this form? These are your constitutional rights I just read to you. Why don't you have a seat? You have a seat, read your rights, and I'll call your
Your
case
Honor,
back up.
I am asking for you.
Have a seat right now and read your rights.
Office.
Have a seat.
Have a seat right now and read your rights, sir. If you
I
don't
read-
understand them, read them.
I move for this court to dismiss.
Have a seat.
Okay, next case. This is 2514260T, the People versus Diana Buchanan.
Good morning, Your Honor. James Kazicki on behalf of Ms. Buchanan. Waive reading of the complaint, stand mute. She's going to plead guilty to reduced charge of allowing an unlicensed person to drive and respond.
Well, that was fun. Sorry I had it out of order. That happens. I got both that and Regier laughing at a clown in court midstream. And this stream is still live, so you can't give a timestamp. So, you know, we got all of the hearing just out of order. Let me see. I think I got another clip for you.
Roll call the case of Ypsilanti Township versus AVAC Bell, case number 24T00449.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Allison Muller here on behalf of Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell, can you unmute your device and then state your name?
Hello?
Please state your name, sir.
AVAC Bell. And good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Bell. All right, we're here for a review today.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like you've been attending
Ultimately, this guy is actually pretty reasonable, but it's funny.
your AA meetings
At
as
least to me.
required. You've been reporting as required. It looks like you tested positive for alcohol on April 30th.
And I regret that. Excuse me.
And then I think that a violation has been filed because of that. So I'm going to arraign you on that violation at this time. The violation alleges.
I mean, I regret that is funny to me. It really is. But it's actually a semi-reasonable thing to say. I'm not ducking it. It happened. I regret it. Done.
That you tested positive for alcohol on April 30th, 2025. You're entitled to have a hearing on that violation, at which time, if it is found that you did in fact violate the terms of your probation, you could be sentenced up to 5 days in the Washington County Jail. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What would your client like to do?
Your Honor, Mr. Bell will admit to that positive from April 30th.
Thank you. Mr. Bell, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. You may lower your hand. Is it true, sir, you did test positive for alcohol on April 30th?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did.
All right. I find that there's a knowing and willing admission to the violation. Are you satisfied, Mr. Burnett?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. It looks like he also has not completed his outpatient assessment like he was supposed to.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Bell had some confusion. Him and I discussed that. He is going to reach out to probation and he's going to get that assessment completed.
Agreed. He's appropriately
Mr.
dressed.
Bell,
Yes.
you need to get this done. This is your last opportunity without jail time.
Okay. I don't, to tell you the truth, man.
I mean, he uses way too many buttons in my estimation, but it is an appropriate shirt.
And be honest, that's why I put my right hand. I'm not even aware of that. I can't remember things so quick as maybe other people. I didn't know. If I had known, like I attend my AA meetings, that I knew about that, but this accessory thing, I don't know. Being honest, I don't know none of that. I don't remember that.
Well, I hope you write it down so you remember it going forward, because if you don't, you're going to do some jail time.
Oh, okay. Now, what is
This accessory thing.
that anyway? Do I have to do some work or something like that? Hello?
This is the last time you tested, Mr. Bell.
Last week on Friday.
Are you using any substances today?
No, ma'am. I'm good. I'm just saying, I had a couple of brain surgeries and I'm not really, my understanding is slower than others. That's what I'm trying to say, So I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I almost believe him, but it wasn't out of line to ask. Like, come on, wasn't everybody thinking, are you drunk right now? Come on.
Just want to know if that's community service. I have to work or what? I don't understand.
It's an assessment. You go and you talk to them and they'll decide what type of treatment you need.
Oh, okay. I'll just talk to my probation officer about it. Set it up and I will do it.
So here's the other problem. You have to set it up, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, whatever number it takes, I ask my probation, get the number, and then I'll do it myself.
Okay.
Okay.
So the agent is going to be recommending 10 days in jail if you do not complete the assessment. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So you need to make sure you get that done.
Okay.
You have 30 days to get it done. And I'm going to.
Well, before 30 days. Who want to go to jail? Not I.
All right.
Yes.
Figured you didn't. I'm going to schedule it for sentencing on that violation, and he may have a new one if he hasn't done it. But I think he'll get it done. And
Yes,
I'll see you back here on August 27th.
Thank you.
And that'll be at 10 o'clock.
Thank you, Yana.
All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it. All the stuff that I had kicking around here. I actually like the live streams, and I like it when I get clips midstream. It's fun, but then you screw them up like that. That all started, God bless her, with Alyssa telling me in chat, hey, check your messages. So I did. And then I found it. I just found the second part. And I agree, the first part was better. But I got it all. I got it all done. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. I will see you soon.